After returning to my room after work that night and seeing Hikari's cleavage apparently, figuring out that it was indeed Hikari's cleavage, I got my dinner ready, like I always do. I warmed a can of the portable stove and poured the hot water into a container of instant noodles with the discounted rice balls. Waiting, I started staring at my smartphone screen aimlessly. Of course you'll be staring at that. Image of Hikari's cleavage. She'd certainly got bigger, but was she this big? My memory was cloudy, so I couldn't remember it well. I'd been so upset by the sudden reunion that I couldn't recall what Hikari's chest looked like. That might be a normal thing, you know, that might be a normal cause. I mean, you haven't seen your friend in a while, then you have this traumatic reunion, and it's really dramatic for you. I think the last thing you should be memorizing is how big she was. Besides, it wasn't something you could just stare at. Still no reply from Komako. She replied within 5 minutes when I asked her about being a virgin. This is the first time she'd taken so long. Thinking it over again, there's been quite a lot of coincidences between the time I first met Komako to the time where I met Hikari again. That night, Noriko said the new member had joined after hearing about the 6-star club. She must have heard about the club from me. I talked to Komako about it. The night of stargazing event, she had been in the old place. She knew that I'd be there. I don't know what she was waiting for there. She could have been waiting for me, but I don't really know. The real coincidence would have to be me finding that photo on the net. At the time, I'd been in something of a sentimental period. That was because the Hubble Space Telescope was said to be decommissioned. Been avoiding astronomy, but for some reason, at the particular moment, I decided to wonder about some astronomy website. Thought to console myself while reading posts from other sentimental people. So me finding the big dumpling photo really was a coincidence. Unless it was all just some huge lure. If so, then Hikari had uploaded the photo to the net knowing that I would comment? Had she laid out the perfect trap for me? Why'd she even feel like she needed to? But what bothered me the most was that Hikari was still watching the stars. She hadn't actually gotten bored with it. Dark screen of my smartphone shot back to life as it notified me of a new message. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. She replied. So she's not even gonna pretend, huh? Felt a strange kind of calm restored as I read the message. I replied with a short I see. Set my phone down, went to eat dinner. The old observatory. Are we going back to elementary days? Oh no, we're still at now. Still at now.
ロブソニアン政策に乗り気なようでした。ただ、我々に計画の実行能力があるのかどうか、そこに疑念を残しているようです。諸見沢は西高ほどではないですが、望遠鏡の自作に関心があるようで、予算の問題さえクリアできれば参加していただけそうです。
Monica summed up what the other schools had thought about the Dobsonian project. So only show a practicality and budget, right? I'd expect as much. Nishihai had always been fans of gadgets, so I thought I'd jump at the idea of making our own telescope. And there was Morumisawa. Despite being at technical school, I'd heard the approach to astronomy was more laid back. They tended to concentrate on having fun stargazing together without any need for expensive equipment. Sounds like everyone's pretty strapped for cash. Things were probably different at elite school like Mako Academy. Most astronomy clubs couldn't hope for much more in the way of club funding. In fact, mine didn't get any at all. But since I was the only member, I guess I should count myself lucky that I was still even recognized as an official club. Not that it mattered to me ever since I didn't do any kind of club activities anymore. But it must have been, well, him I guess camping out that then considers a club activity since he's using the club room, even though he just lives there. But it must have been tough for the other clubs like Nishi, Ama, and Morumisawa in a similar position. Asking them to pay for this project out of their own pocket wasn't really any option either. We needed some other way to get our funding. That was the problem we got together to discuss. After 10 minutes of petting from Orihime, Kotaro had finally started to warm up to our new friend.
そう、小太郎さん。
At least having Kotoru there stopped Orihime from getting bored. Noriko sure was taking her time.
電車に乗り遅れてしまったと連絡が来たので。
Amahai was right in the southernmost edge of the Hoshinonaka. Even by train, it would be a while to get here. Waiting for the next train will probably add 20 minutes out on our travel time.
ごめんなさい。
As if on cue, Noriko Kano came charging through the ticket gate.
ごめんなさい。遅れちゃって。
Someone else followed after her breathless sprinting form. A girl whose ponytails bounced behind her as she ran.
もう、のりちゃん先輩が野良猫と遊んでるからですよ。
Yes, Hikari. Look at actually, you know what? She's actually rocking the uniform. I like this particular uniform. Looks really nice. I like it. Looks really. I can't tell what it is. It just looks real nice.
それ言わないで。
Well then, why was Hikari here too? I already made plans to meet Hikari later. It's something I need to discuss with her. Hikari waved when she saw me. All I could do was look away awkwardly. Cody just waved. Kotoru had been shy around Orihime, but now he looked really excited. He leaped up, wagging his tail vigorously. Saya, who had been kneeling down to pet Kotoru, also got to her feet.
本当だ。本当に光だ。え？
Hikari met the dumbfounded gaze of Saya's blue and orange eyes and shot forward, sending her ponytails flying to the air. Hikari smothered Saya in a tight embrace. Saya made feeble attempts to escape, then hugged to catch her breath. She looked the same as she did when she got exhausted from playing with Kotoru.
やだ。本当にさやなの？そうだよ。光。ちょっと息できない。
Come on, let it go.
いや
Somehow managed to tear them apart. Hikari flailed her outstretched arms like a child separated from her favorite toy.
ー、本当にさやだ。
Hikari's hair swayed as her head bobbed around, examining Saya from every angle.
ちっちゃくなったね。光はいろいろ大きくなったね。
Saya said gloomily. She couldn't take her eyes off a part of Hikari's body that had grown especially well. Seeing two girls together like this really brought their differences into focus. One was much taller and had matured in other ways too, while the other was still pretty much the same height and modesty endowed. Well then, I liked Saya the way she was though. She was cute after all. As if in answer to my thought, she gave me a dismissive look.
元気だった？うん、元気だよ。もう元気元気。会いたかった、さや。
I held Hikari back by her collar in case she tried to latch onto Saya again.
全然変わってないね。美少女のまんまだ。あんまり嬉しくない。
I could tell she wasn't too happy. Before Saya would have been able to look Hikari in the eye, she now had to look up to her a little.
おやおや、この超ラブリーな柴犬はどこの誰かな。もしかしてあのちっちゃかった小太郎ちゃんかな。あんた大きくなったね。
Hikari crouched down and began to pet Kotoru. Dog himself was on cloud 9, playing with Hikari just like old times. It had been years since they last met, but he clearly still remembered her.
ねえ、太郎はどうしたの？太郎ちゃんは。
It happened last year. He was getting pretty old at all.
そっか。
Hikari looked solemn for a moment, and looked up at the stopping by sign.
時の流れを感じるね。
She was right. Hadn't been to this store together since we were little kids. In that time, a familiar candy shop had become a convenience store. Old dog passed away, a puppy grew up. As for the 3 Moraga muffins, well, these at least looked older, even if some of us hadn't changed all that much. Looks like we're all here. Shall we get going? There was no time to stand around and reminisce, but a job to do.
その方はどちらにいらっしゃるんですの？
In here,
ここのコンビニに？
Nara turned to address the group. It would look weird if you go on at once, so you Amahai girls what it's out for now.
はい。
He glanced at Hikari again and looked away. Still hadn't talked to her about the whole Komako thing. To be honest, I was a little uncomfortable being around her now. Okay, let's go. Hi, there's Miharu. Hi, Miharu. How you doing? Miharu is great, honestly. She is wonderful. A highly unmotivated employee greeted us from the register. Everything about her screamed that she'd rather be anywhere else than here. There weren't any customers in the store apart from us. Hey, Miss Miharu. Do you have time to talk?
Nani?
A little prompting, Orihime stepped forward from behind me.
あなたが早乙女美晴先輩ですのね。はじめまして。私、明光学院天文部前部長、そして現六つ星の会の会長を務めさせていただいております。白鳥織姫です。
Orihime concluded her elaborate self-introduction with a polite bow. Miss Miharu remained unimpressed.
そんなことより早く労働から解放されたい。そこのもっと教え子、さっさと用事済ませてとっとと店番変わりやがれ。
Oh my god. Miss Miharu, you said that out loud.
おっと、これは失礼したわ。早乙女美晴、コンビニの店番は仮の姿よ。その実態は
You know, until something else turns up. I got the feeling she was holding back from saying a lot more. You already know about the Six Star Club, right?
うん。私たち、ある巨大なプロジェクトを動かすことになりましたの。これです。
Haruka spread some papers out on counter. She revised the plans I gave her yesterday, made them a lot more organized.
へえ、ドブソニアン作るんだ。そうなんですの。我々はこの望遠鏡を新生六つ星の会の象徴とし、永遠に続く繁栄と結束の証とすべく。
Miss Miharu sat through Orihime's speech with an utterly disinterested look on her face, occasionally stifling a yawn.
きっと未来永劫語り継がれる偉業となることでしょう。もう終わったの？
Damn. Miss Miharu had been spacing out, but now her eyes snapped back into focus. Hard to believe this was the same woman who, 4 years ago, would scold students for not concentrating in class.
ねえ、なんだっけ？
We had been struggling to raise the necessary funds for the project, so we were considering asking for donations from interested parties. The moment money was mentioned, deep furrow appeared on Miss Miharu's brow. She looked from me to Orihime to Honoka, all the time with the same severe expression.
遊ぶお金欲しさに悪い人から借金でもしちゃったの？
But Hime didn't seem to understand, just stared blankly. Honoka flinched under the former teacher's glare and shook her head. Satisfied those two girls weren't responsible for whatever scheme she was imagining, Miss Miharu turned her attention to those waiting outside. Mariko was still watching us through the window. A concerned look on her face was enough to prove her innocence. Ignoring Saya, Miss Miharu fixed her gaze on fashionably young city girl playing with Kotaru. You've got it wrong. Wait, what are you even talking about? She hadn't been paying attention earlier. Now she was creating a big misunderstanding. Miss Miharu continued to stare intently at that girl. She seemed a little offended. Guess I owe her an explanation. Don't you think it'd be a shock for her to see you like this? Hikari had been away for 4 years and hadn't seen Miss Miharu, how Miss Miharu has changed. She went from being, very nice and prima proper to kind of being a little more laid back, but it's not a bad change. It's not a bad change. Miss Miharu is still cute. She's still cute. In mind, Miss Saotome was still that perfect, beautiful teacher who had been a role model to all the students. If you had to shatter the illusion, springing it on her suddenly would be too cruel. You need to ease into it gradually. That was partially why I asked Hikari to meet me after the whole ordeal, although she had showed up early anyway. Now I had to use this excuse as to why I made her wait outside. In the way conversation with Miss Miharu had gone so far, I was confident I made the right choice. I cannot deny the things she says. Excuse me? Completely different now. Just then.
コタちゃん、ダメだよ、ホイちゃん。
What happened?
怖かった。
Corona. Wait, didn't we know Corona?
いきなり猛犬をけしかけてくるなんてやってくれるわね、天の川さや。
Wait a minute. Corona. Why does the name Corona sound so familiar? Corona. Wait, isn't she Taki's sister? Wait a minute, she was a little girl that wanted to come to the astronomy meet back when they were in elementary school and stuff, but she couldn't because her parents told her no or something. Yeah, I remember her. She's here too? Whoa. Also, I gotta be right back. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Anyway, sorry I'm back. But man, that is her, isn't it? That is her, isn't it?
コタちゃんって猛犬かな。かわいいよ、ほら。お、吠えた。コタちゃん、静かに。おので、猛獣使いめ。そんなことより、ちょっとこっち来て。そこに立つ。そう、背伸びしちゃダメよ。絶対ダメよ。かかと地面につけて。
Wait, what's going on? What's happening?
こうかな。見るがいい。こないだの身体測定で 1.5 センチも伸びてたコロナの実力を。あれ？待って。ほら、コロナの方が背高い。
Is she trying to make it so that she's taller than Saya?
コロナちゃん、背伸びしてるよね。これに懲りたら、もうアキ兄にちょっかい出さないでよね。わかった？
What?
そんなこと言われても。こーら、サヤをいじめるな。何すんのよ、あんた。相変わらずサヤに絡んでんだね、あんたは。困った子だよ。あ、ピカリンだ。
Pikachu, oh my god.
その名前で呼ぶな。
She's gonna be beating her up now.
この脳天チョップ、やっぱりピカリンだ。そうだよ、ほうき星光、ハレー彗星のごとく華麗に舞い戻ってきたぜ。本当にピカリンだ。わあ、おしゃれになってる。そうだろう、そうだろう。胸もでかい。そうだろう、そうだろう。
She's just feeding her ego, isn't she?
おかえりピカリン。呼び方は気に食わないけど、久しぶりだから多めに見てやろう。元気してたか、ちびすけ。
Well then, the heck's going on out there? Apparently Corona had shown up and started making a racket. She must have been really excited to see Hikari again. Oh no, they're coming in. Hide! Hurley shoved Miss Miharu out of view behind some shelves. Hikari and Saya had followed Corona into the store.
Akini!
Hey Corona, what's up?
Akini, またいっぱい人集めて天文クラブやるんでしょ?
How does she know that? Did you hear that from your brother?
違う。みはるちゃんが教えてくれた。え、早乙女先生いるの?
Hikari's reaction was instant, just what I expect.
会いたい。ねえ先生、今何してるの?
What was she doing these days? That was a tricky question. Our old school had long since been shut down and demolished to make way for their dam, but Hikari thought Miss Satome was still teaching somewhere. Her eyes sparkled with a complete and utter faith in her old teacher. Or if she had suspected that she quit teaching, she was probably imagining some amazing job worthy of Miharu Satome she remembered. Well, you see, while I struggled to come up with an answer, Hikari saddled up to me, whispering to my ear.
ねえ、さっきからこっち見てる変な人がいるんだけど。
A weirdo?
不審者かな。最近おかしな事件多いし、通報した方がよくない?
I followed Hikari's gaze. Oof, oof. Don't be talking bad about Mikuru like that, please. There were two eyes watching us from behind the shelves. And no, there's nothing shady about her. Well, I can't deny that she's pretty suspicious looking, but it's not worth involving the police. In fact, we kinda owe her a lot. Hey, thanks, Korona. In response to Korona's innocent greeting, the weirdo we knew as Miss Mikuru slipped out from hiding place. I love the expression on her face. Oh my god. Oh my god, Miss Mikuru is the best.
やーやー、ほうき星、久しぶり。
お久しぶり。
She's confused, isn't she?
最初見たときわかんなかったわよ。見違えたね。
先生もなんか変わりました。
そうかな。昔からうちじゃこんなもんだけど。
Mikuru glanced sadly at her beyond casual outfit as she spoke.
ねえ、あっちと、この人本当に早乙女先生？
Well, you know how it is. Nothing lasts forever, not even the stars.
積もる話は後にしてもらって、まずは要件を。
We probably should. We can't get off topic. Oh, right. We got a little sidetracked. Just a little bit. So, Miss Mikuru, do you think you could help us out with a donation?
なんで私が？
Well, you're a former member of the Six Star Club. Until today, I've never really talked to Mikuru about the Six Star Club. Completely forgotten that she was a graduate of Hoshin and Daiichi, had been in the astronomy club just like me. The Six Star Club was still active back then. So for darling ex-students, please, Miss Mikuru.
お願いしますわ。お願いします。
Everyone looked at Miss Mikuru expectantly.
あんたら、ニートの財布を軽く見てないかい？大人だからってお金持ってるわけじゃないんだからね。
ニート？
Exactly, but if he can get a layabout to chip in, the other four members won't have any excuse.
こいつ、作詞だ。
Damn.
ねえ、ニートって何？どういうことなの？ね
え。わかったわ。協力してあげる。
Miss Mikuru became cooperative much faster than I expected. Then she opened the cash register.
で、いくら欲しいの？
Wait, you could take it out from there. You can't take it out from there. What if the manager?
何やってんだよあんた。
Oh boy.
やば、見つかった。
Oh boy. Manager, our former teacher's mother, stepped out from the back of the store.
あんたって子はろくに働きもしないで店のもの勝手に食べるだけじゃ飽き足らず、とうとうレジのお金に手をつけるとは。
Damn.
可愛い後輩を助けるためなの。それにまだ手つけてないし。ほらほら。
言い訳はおよし、みっともないよ。ほんと、私は情けないよ。こんなことなら無理にでも見合いさせてとっととうちから追い出しとくんだった。父ちゃんが甘やかしすぎたんだね。一人娘だからって可愛がりすぎたせいで。
Manager launched into one of her tirades. Watching an adult get scolded for misbehaving like a kid was an awkward sight. Just couldn't bear to watch.
やめて母さん。教え子が見てるから。教育上良くないから。
But none of us were watching anymore. Everyone had taken out the phones and were checking the weather, horoscopes and whatnot. It's probably kinda that way. Damn. Damn. Wow. Okay, poor Miss... I want to say poor Miss Mikuru, but at the same time, it's like, what the hell? Miss Mikuru is still cute. Miss Mikuru had been dragged away, and I was watching the store. After about 15 minutes, she staggered brokenly back in.
あんたらのせいでひどい目にあったわ。
No, it was your own fault. No one asked you to steal from the register.
ジョークよ、ジョーク。子供たちを笑わせてやろうとしてたら、母さんが早とちりしちゃっただけよ。
なんだ、ジョークでしたの。だよね。
he could use entire vision of everything she idolized in Miss Miharu back in the day is just broken. She's like, oh god, this is my teacher now. What has happened? Go back, please. It forces us to laugh more because we want to believe it more than anything else. Miss Miharu handed me some money. A 500 yen coin. Huh? Not even a little bit. No, every little bit helps. Thank you. No, that's not. If it had all been so sudden, no surprise has shown my face. Miharu thrust her hand into the pocket, brought out a handful of small change. 200 yen coins, 4 tens, and a few 5s and a 1s. Thanks. Damn. Miss Miharu brought out her wallet. Under everyone's intense stares, Miss Miharu trembled and took out some paper money. Had a picture of a guy with wavy hair, a 1,000 yen note. Wow, thank you so much. Everyone raised their voice in thanks. You're really helping us out, Miss Miharu. Bandits. Miss Miharu tried to pet Kotaro, but he gave a flustered bark and ran outside. Well then, poor Miss Miharu. Well, at least it's something. Looks like we're on one step closer now. Parting with this money had been hard for Miss Miharu, but wouldn't let her sacrifice be in vain. I can always pay her back later. Besides, Miss Miharu wasn't the one I was worried about. Hikari was no longer as bright as cheery as she was as when she first arrived. She was shuffling in the back of the group, looking like a starving traveler would be wandering the desert for days. Damn. Must have been in shock. What could I say to her at a time like this? Hmm? Korona was running after us. Yeah, I don't know about that. 6-Star Club was made up of members from 6 different high schools. But Kono was a year below us and didn't go to any of those schools yet. You going to Daichi? I thought your grades were good enough to get into Seisen. She doesn't want to go to the same school as Sai, does she? She threw glare in Sai's direction. For some reason, Kono always viewed Sai as a rival. Thought about how to answer. No, she wasn't. Back then it was just me, Hikari, and Saya. I waved Saya over so I could introduce her properly. This is Saya, our 3rd member. She mumbled a quick introduction. Saya was just as nervous around new people as Kotaro. Guess she hadn't made much small talk with Noriko while she was waiting outside the store either. Saya goes to Seisen Girls' School. Hime continued to gaze at Saya, as if she hadn't heard a word I said. I hope she doesn't get upset when people compliment her eyes now. Saya went bright red. She wasn't used to being complimented on her multicolored eyes. Now she couldn't stop blushing. There was something in the way Orihime spoke that made it clear her words weren't lies or empty flattery. Orihime looked curiously at Korona. Damn. Korona bit her lip and looked away shyly. We didn't mean to leave you out. It's just we spend a lot of time outdoors at night, out early in the mornings. Korona's mom was really strict and would never have allowed her to go out so late. Maybe it must have been a real club if it had been a real club, she might have been allowed. What? But she's still... I guess so. You still interested, Korona? I guess she is. Korona turned to face Orihime, face aligned with gratitude and awe. You busty angel, thank you.
どういたしまして。
She knows how to flatter, I guess. Make sure to get your parents' permission this time.
計画が一歩前進し、新しい仲間も増えて、今日はなんていい日なのかしら。これは記念日として末永く語り継ぐべきだわ。吉岡。はい、会長。
Monica opened up her pocket calendar. But better not. We shouldn't force some weird tradition on future generations.
そうかしら。いいと思うんだけれど。
But Hime looked a little disappointed.
白鳥さん、吉岡さん、そろそろ行かないとお昼の上映時間に間に合いませんよ。そうだったわ。
Are you guys going somewhere?
ええ、これから私たちプラネタリウムを見に行くの。
プラネタリウム？
ハーバータウンにオープンしたんですよ。
Harbor Town was an outdoor mall on the side of town that faced the coast. I heard that it had a lot of stylish and expensive stores, but I hadn't been there myself.
へえ、よかったらあなたも来る？
いいの？
Got some things to take care of, Corona, so you may as well tag along with them. As for the three of us, we have to go collect something.
あれ？
What do you used to call it again?
エンシェントイビルアイ。
Yeah, that's right.
私に言わせるのやめてくれないかな。今のはわざとだよね。
Sai started to sulk.
健闘を祈っているわ。よろしくお願いします。
Sure.
それじゃ、ほうき星さん、またね。
のりちゃん先輩。
We saw the four girls off until they caught the bus toward Harbor Town. With just me, Sai and Hikari left, uneasy air settled over us. Kitty made an effort to break the silence. Maybe she never even noticed the awkwardness to start with.
さてと、それじゃあ私たちも行こうか。秘密の天文台へ。
I wonder what the observatory was at. Probably some sort of outdoor area, isn't it?